What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. It is a day between August 3rd and kickoff, so we're streaming. Rain, sleet, snow, it don't matter. I'm here talking into a microphone every single day until we get the kickoff. The hair is looking a little bit crazy right now. Forgive me. But I couldn't help myself. We're doing another high-stakes draft today. We have rankings fresh off the press. I think that I'm going to decide. I don't know yet for certain, but there's a very good chance that every single Sunday we do a high-stakes draft, because every single Sunday I'm going to be updating the rankings on Patreon. We have a fresh off the press Patreon rankings update for redraft leagues. We have a top 200 PPR, half PPR on there. I have my ideal draft rounds. We're literally going to be using it while on the clock in this high stakes draft here. I'm going to go literally, you'll see me checking off players. It is my baby that I bring in to every draft room with me. So if you want to go out there, dominate your leagues, make sure you check out patreon.com/Ron Stewart. I'll have a link in the description, pinned in the live chat, and in the comment section down below. It's all you need to dominate your league. On top of rankings, you get my in-season weekly waiver wire column where I write through all of my waiver wire targets, how much fab I'm bidding on all of them, waiver priority, all of that good stuff. Rest of season rankings, so from week 2 on, I'll be readjusting how I feel about players over the entire season. You get my weekly rankings, so if you have start-sit questions or flex questions, and you also get access to my Patreon-only Sunday start-sit streams so you can get your lineup right to win this year. How are we doing? This one's a little bit different. I couldn't help myself. I had the itch for another high-stakes draft. We did a few days in a row of underdog drafts, and I think, like I said, I think every Sunday we might do some high-stakes drafts. That might be the schedule that we go with, but today we have something different. We're going to do a high-stakes draft. I was looking around at all the big sites, and this was the only one that had a spot open. There was one spot open for their 10 p.m. draft, I decided, you know what? I have to get in here. Let me just try and get the... yeah, I just want to make sure I get the draft board going here. But it's the FFPC. Let's show this real quick. I'll get to comments in a second, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Here we go. So here is the FFPC. We're drafting from the 8 spot. I feel like there has to be a prettier draft board, but maybe I am just wrong here. Draft room... View draft board. Yeah, okay. So this is the draft board. All right. So we'll get something cooking in a second in terms of how I want to have this situated in terms of like my face cam and stuff. But here we are. It's a $350 draft. Pretty similar to the other one, but I think first place overall in this tournament gets $1 million, which is pretty cool in terms of upside. And when we talk about the format here, I would like to... Okay, so this is what it is. It's quarterback. It's full PPR, tight end premium. So tight end gets a 0.5 PPR boost. 4-point passing TDs here. Quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flex, kicker, defense. Now, for me personally, with 2 flex spots, my strategy doesn't change much. I'm still trying to fill the flex spot with wide receivers, but this room should be more wide or running back heavy than we're used to. Now, again, it's tight end premium, so we have to kind of adjust for that. Dylan, I appreciate the super chat. I don't know that I'm going to have time to get to super chats in this stream, so everybody, please chill out with those. But I would go Bijan given those options. So who else? What do we got in here? How much was the buy-in? $350. This is a managed league. No trades, but waivers and setting lineups is in this league. What do we got in here? Yeah, drop some likes. Go crazy. We got people in here. We got Kyle in here. We got DWB Mania. We got Among Us. We got all the people in here. We got Mike in here. Is this really intense? It's intense, man. $350 on the line. I'm drafting here in front of a crowd of people. In front of a... Oh, my goodness, I was praying for Cup there, dude. Man, oh, man, do I hate this 8 spot. So Diggs off the board. I'm yet to have an Eckler team. I have a Bijan team already. We have Lamb. We already have a Bijan team. Do I want to go Bijan again over Eckler? I think this is going to be our first Eckler team. I'm not crazy about it, fellas, but I think I'm fine grabbing a Eckler team. What do you guys think? Eckler, Bijan. Really the only two guys I have under consideration right now. All right, let's go Eckler. I wanted Kupp to fall to us so bad there. Again, I don't have an Eckler team yet. I've been taking a ton of Bijan. I'm fine taking Eckler there. Again, I'm not crazy about it. You could have talked me into CeeDee Lamb or Bijan. I've already started a draft with Bijan, so I kind of want to even it out a little bit. Especially because I think Bijan's a guy who's going to slip a little bit in these, where you can kind of get him at the end there, you know? That'll probably be the first and only time that I draft Eckler over Bijan this draft cycle. Good call with the Week 13 buys. I believe that is Ravens. Yeah, so running backs are flying off the board in these. You could have made the case that at 8, maybe I could have gone CD, but I'm fine there. Yeah, people saying Eckler, Bijan. I don't have a super strong stance on either or, but I prefer Bijan, but I know, like, Bijan's still on the board. Like, I know I'm going to have drafts this year where I'm at, like, the 12 spot, and I can get Bijan to fall to me. Said all the tiebreakers go to non-Week 13 and Week 14 bye players. If you don't finish the top 2 seed in your league, you have to win the league championship. Yeah, this is true. I had what put me off of this format on FFPC. Oh my God, Ramondre at 112. This is why we play the game, people. This is why we play the game. This is why we play the game. Ramondre at the 112. You never know what these guys are going to do in these rooms. I absolutely love it. Eckler first round. You're clowning me for Eckler in the first round. He's not like a consensus first round pick who was the RB1 overall. Kelsey going 2 is not wild. This is tight end premium, folks. This is tight end premium. Tight end premium. Fellas, if I am praying that Bijan comes back around. I doubt he does. I doubt Bijan comes back around, but know that that is very much what I'm licking my chops for right now. I am licking my chops. Oh, please, please, please. I am begging you, Nick Chubb. The guy who drafted Nick Chubb, please. Be a boomer. Rookies this early are never the play. Rookies this early are never the play, man. Please. Oh. It didn't go our way. It did not go our way. So Diggs gone, Lamb gone, and I am completely stumped for what I want to do here. Devontae, Amon-Ra St. Brown gone, Saquon gone. This is probably has to be Garrett Wilson. I'm open to a tight end pick here. I could go Andrews. I haven't gotten to get a Garrett Wilson team yet, though. And I kind of want to play the tight end game later. Yeah, so let's go Garrett Wilson. I'm not crazy about it, fellas. I really would have liked Bijan to come back to us. It would have been real nice. It would have been real nice. God, that sucks. And this guy wasted a 204 Bijan by going Chubb at 109. Like, you could just flip those picks around. Man, that sucks. It was between Wilson and Wilson and Pollard there, but I haven't been able to get Wilson yet. And I'm fine taking him at that spot. I've been wanting to mix a Wilson in. Tight end premium means that tight ends get 1.5 PPR, whereas wide receivers and running backs get PPR. Man, that sucks. Man, that sucks. Yeah, man. I would have really liked Bijan there. But yeah, to me it was Pollard, or it was like Wilson, Mark Andrews, or Pollard. But in tight end premium, I'm kind of fine kicking that can down the road. I think I would still probably prefer Garrett Wilson and Pollard to Andrews in this format. But then once they're gone, I'm probably fine taking Andrews. We've almost got 200 people in here. Make sure you guys leave a like. I appreciate all you guys coming out here helping me out with these drafts. Literally the team that I won, I think it was it was 12.5 thousand last year. We got 5th place in one of these big high stakes tournaments. I drafted the team on stream. You guys talked me into taking Josh Jacobs, and the team absolutely crushed. So I do enjoy getting to bounce ideas off of you guys. I appreciate you guys in here helping the boy out. Man, Bijan would have been so fun. Yeah, dude, if I could have gotten Cup, Bijan as my start there, I was 1 pick away. What are you doing for work that allows you to max out all these contests, including high stakes strats? It's okay if you don't want to share your personal details. This is what I'm doing that allows for it. Just making content on YouTube. We do pretty well in these streets, and because it's my job per se, my income, I can justify spending, in the low 5 figures on buy-ins. It's all content at the end of the day. Honestly, the way we pay for them is really via the Patreon. Nope. That's not what I want. What else we got in here? Wow, 211 of you guys. Holy shit, man. We're cooking right now. We are cooking. Waddle, Olave, Mahomes off the board. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy since we've picked. Man, we were so close. Yeah, exactly. We were 1 pick away on both ends of a Cup, Bijan. Crazy. Crazy. We got Trip Crown in here. What's going on, brother? Everyone is 1 PPR, and then the tight ends are 1.5. What else we got in here? I won't be able to ask won't be able to answer a ton of questions, to be honest with you guys. Just sort of trying to keep up with the chat, seeing what's good. Yeah, so the format of this, for anybody that's new, this is a redraft managed league. $350 is the buy-in. I think $1 million the first place, which is pretty crazy. It's a redraft managed league, not best ball. What else? It's 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flex, kicker defense, 10 bench spots. Tight end premium, so it's full PPR for every position. Tight end gets a plus 0.5 boost, so they get 1.5 PPR. You can do tight end premium on Sleeper. It's actually really, really common in Dynasty. I imagine a lot of people in this chat probably are more of the redraft crowd, but in Dynasty it's very common, tight end premium. And what world is Ramondre over Bijan? You tell me, brother. 12 is off his hole. The 12 spot is off of his rocker. I really have no words for it. I wish I had an explanation, but I got nothing, man. There goes Josh Allen. I think Jalen Hurts is still on the board, which is interesting. I don't know that I really am all that interested in him, but... And I have last 3 days ADP pulled up on the side right now. So Brees has been an early 4th. We have Metcalf is pretty early in this area. So Gibbs already off the board, man. Gibbs is really creeping up to the mid to early 3rd these days. So Debo. There goes Hurts. I think this is probably Metcalf for me. It's probably Metcalf or Debo. One or the others. Anybody? Metcalf in this format goes 305. Debo goes 401. That's why I'm more tempted to go Metcalf. Even though I probably have Debo over Metcalf in a vacuum, I think they're pretty much the same tier for me personally. And where does Lamar go in these? Lamar's also a 4th round pick. So, like, I'm hoping for Brees, Lamar, Debo. They all have 4th round ADPs. I'm sort of fine going Metcalf here. I don't have a Metcalf team yet. What do we think? Oh, good call on JT, fellas. No, good call on JT, and he fucking goes. God damn. Oh, such a good call on JT, fellas. I was really overlooking JT. Oh, my goodness, and he goes anyway. So we've been sniped at every single one of these damn picks, dude. Holy hell, dude. We are getting so unlucky, dude. You guys are all like, you're being a fucking idiot. God damn it, dude. All right. We're going to go Metcalf here. I'm not crazy about Metcalf. Man, we've been taking a ride for this draft, dude. Holy hell. All right. We're going to take Metcalf. I'm not crazy about Metcalf, but there's like 3 guys with 4th round ADPs that I'm hyped about. God damn. We get sniped on Cooper Kupp, Bijan, and Jonathan Taylor. You guys were so right. I think I was just assuming that Jonathan Taylor was off the board. I don't know why, to be honest with you guys, but in my head, Jonathan Taylor had already been picked. I don't know why I was so blind to JT. Like, I was running through, oh yeah, so like Debo, Lamar. God damn, that was bad. Oh, man. That is so brutal. So brutal, dude. So Mixon, Najee Harris, Aaron Jones, all off the board. Guys I'm looking at are, and we're going to be guaranteed one of them, but I'm looking at Debo, Breece Hall, Lamar Jackson right now. Do we have any leans between those 3? We have Debo, Breece Hall, Lamar Jackson, the 3 guys that I kind of am eyeing up right now. Debo, Breece Hall, Lamar Jackson. Those are the 3 guys I like here. And ETN goes. What do we think, fellas? Debo, Breece Hall, Lamar Jackson. So there goes Christian Watson. Man. Lot of differing opinions in here. Let's go Breece, man. I think he's the highest ADP in this room. I think we're going to go Debo. Yeah, we're going to go Debo. 4th round Debo is too nice. I would take Debo in the 3rd. And here's the rationale. I don't really feel the need to get Breece Hall on a Garrett Wilson team. If we didn't go Garrett Wilson in round 2, I probably would go Breece. It's not the end of the world to have 2 players on the same team that early. I just don't want that many early picks invested in the same offense, especially down the stretch when you need like tournament-winning weeks. I prefer not to. And with Lamar, if we took Andrews over Garrett Wilson, I think Lamar would have been the pick. But an unstacked Lamar, I didn't really feel like I had to. People are saying trash. Just to win the live, why are tight ends going so early? It's a tight end premium. It's tight end premium, so tight ends tend to fly off the board. Tight ends get 1.5 PPR. You guys are not happy with the Debo pick. I'm telling you, I would have taken him over DK in a vacuum there. That's a pretty sweet 3 wide receiver lineup of Garrett Wilson, DK Metcalf, Debo Samuel. And we already have a running back early. I didn't really feel the need to take Breece there. If we had started Kupp, I think Breece could have been a good pick. I just didn't really feel the need to. What is Team 12 doing? I don't know. You tell me. Man. That is so annoying. Kupp, we missed out on Kupp by 1 pick, Bijan by 1 pick, Jonathan Taylor by 1 pick. Real tough. You guys honestly were all over the place with which wide receivers you liked there. Or like it was I promised the chat was split between Debo, Lamar, and Breece. I think they were all really good picks. Debo is my highest rated player. I'm fine defaulting to a wide receiver. I know it's not what the chat wanted necessarily. You just have to respect my decision and my privacy at this point. All right, so I'm just catching up with like crossing things off. Again, I'm using my rankings. You can find them on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. If you have a draft coming up, I have my top 200 little cheat sheet that I'm bringing into me with every single one of my drafts I do. Make sure you have it for yours, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. Making sure that everything is crossed out. We could probably start looking at tight ends here. We have a lot of flexibility now. Like we have 3 wide receivers through 4. We can kind of do whatever we want. Lamar goes, Herbert goes. So like DJ Moore, Drake London. Is that DeAndre Hopkins that went? Okay. Okay. Now what tight ends are usually going off the board here? So in ADP, Darren Waller and Kyle Pitts are both 4th round picks. If Darren Waller or Kyle Pitts make it back, they're the pick. I don't know that they will. I mean, there is 3 teams between us that have tight ends already. But again, this is tight end premium. That's why the tight ends are flying off the board. So full PPR everywhere else. Full PPR for everyone else, 1.5 for tight ends. Those wide receivers are fire. Appreciate it. So I'm surprised that Burrow, 5th round Burrow feels off. Not that we have, 5th round Burrow is where he goes in this format. This is a $350 league on FFPC. Tight end premium, 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers. Damn, we got 317 people in the live right now. Good Lord. Good Lord. FKB had to hit me with a 300 in the building. I gotta make sure I'm right. Damn, we got heads. Like we got straight up heads right now. Damn. Also, just a heads up, I'm making an effort to put every video and stream we do on the podcast feed. There's a link in the description to Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, literally wherever you get podcasts from If you prefer listening to these or like listening to any of the videos I do, you can check them out there. I feel like I never really talk about it, but yeah, we have a podcast feed that just has the audio of everything that I post. What do you guys think here between, like I said, if Waller or Pitts make it back to us, I think that they just have to be the pick no matter what. I think they just have to be the pick no matter what. We did just take Pitts with Jakob in one of our most recent drafts, so I think the play is probably Waller. If I have a choice between the two, we'll go Waller. If I don't have a choice, now this is assuming that 6'7" doesn't absolutely murder us here. Oh, okay, he takes Goddard. Okay, he takes the. I mean, stacking him to Hurts makes sense. I'm not going to clown him for it. But yeah, I think this has to be Waller, especially in like a league that favors PPR, like 1.5x PPR. I think that's the play. I think that is the play. Damn, Team 7 has taken nothing but running backs. Make this choice easier on me. Take Pitts or Waller, man. Either or. Have one of them. Very curious to see what he does. He goes Cup. I mean, Cup, Pollard, JT, Brees is pretty sweet. I'll give him that. What's it going to be, bud? Yeah, it's going to be Waller. Oh, and he goes Waller anyways. Good call, Dylan. Good call. Yeah, I would have gone Waller there. But regardless, Pitts is still a great pick. Pitts is going at the 412. We're getting him in the 5th round in a tight end premium. And we have a team that's built that we can take a luxury pick like this on a onesie in Kyle Pitts. Highest ADP on the board. Not stoked about it. I would have liked to go Waller there just because we already have a Kyle Pitts team in these redraft managed teams, but I think that was the play. I did ask him to take one. That is fair. Wow, Evan Ingram in the 5th round. We're starting the tight end avalanche here. We're starting the tight end avalanche here. We've been sniped on like 4 out of 5 picks here. I still love the team, but it's been pretty freaking brutal. It's been pretty brutal in these streets. But I'm glad to get a semi-elite tight end because if you get behind at tight end in a tight end premium league, it gets pretty damn stressful, man. It gets pretty damn stressful. Like guys can really kill. Guys can really kill you by just having like a huge advantage at tight end. Trying to make sure. Okay, so we have some guys that I like that are available. Fields goes. Okay. I see some wide receivers that I like coming up. There goes Lockett and Kirk. I'm looking at ADP. So tight ends we don't really need. QB. I'm not going Kenneth Walker. Running back's probably not on the menu. Could go another wide receiver here. I have one wide receiver on my mind that I would really like to have. But after he's gone... So there goes Trevor Lawrence, Deontay Johnson. The one wide receiver that I'd like to have was Ayuk. So I think we'll go Ayuk here. Yeah, I mean, I would take Ayuk in like the 5th, right? Yeah, he's on the board still. Yeah, we'll go Ayuk here. Like, I'm looking around in terms of ADP. There's nothing else that really stands out. Ayuk, Kirk. I don't really want any of these running backs in this range. Yeah, let's go Ayuk. Boom. I know we already have Debo, but I'm not all that. 2 pass catchers from the same team is fine. If we had Kittle, could make the case that that's probably not the play. Fields is already gone. JSN's ADP is more in line with our next pick. He's like a late 7th. He's a tight end premium. They get an extra 0.5 PPR. It's 1.5 PPR. I like that Ayuk in the 6th pick. I mean, it's not like the sexiest pick of all time, but that's a great value compared. I mean, he goes like early 5th in those NFC rooms sometimes. Deontay gone, Pitt's gone. Like I took Trevor Lawrence before we were up. That's fine. Now we're gonna have to be not aggressive at QB, but it's not 6-point TD, so we can't just get saved by a Kirk Cousins later. This makes like Anthony Richardson a lot more appealing. Those type of guys, like your upside swings. Daniel Jones, too. Madison gone. Pittman gone. For the audio listeners out there, servicing the audio listeners, Pete Overzet told me that it's something that I should be doing more often. And Pete is a smart man. So if you're curious about what's going on here, this is an FFPC, $350 buy-in league. Full PPR. Tight ends get 1.5 PPR. It is 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flex, kicker defense, 10 bench spots, and it is a redraft managed league, so it's not best ball. I'm setting a lineup every week. There's no trades. There's just waivers and setting your lineup. And we go Eckler out of the 108, then Garrett Wilson at the 205, DK Metcalf at the 308, Deebo Samuel at the 405, Kyle Pitts at the 508, Brandon Ayuk at the 605. That is the squad so far, and I quite like it. I quite like it. Yeah, you can have all of your Alls and your Madisons. Yeah, that's the issue I have with tight end premium, fellas, is like, and I'm not saying that Pat Freiermuth is a bad pick in the 6th round, but once we start, once you start chasing tight ends and you have to take a Pat Freiermuth or an Evan Ingram or a David Njoku in like the 6th round, it does not feel great, So that's why I'm kind of glad. Like 5th round Kyle Pitts, considering that we got him in the same round as like Evan Ingram and Dallas Goedert, I'm very much fine with that. What else? We have so many people in here that I literally can't even keep up with the live chat, fellas. I do appreciate everyone that's in here. Make sure you leave a big, fat, juicy like. Why are ESPN ADP so different from Underdog and NFFC? It's because they have little kids on those sites, and their ADP doesn't refresh as often as Underdog. There's not real. It's really that there's not real money on the line. That's really what it comes down to. I think. I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I was a young Padawan in the fantasy space, I remember summers where I would just rip off nothing but ESPN mock drafts all the time. They're pretty much useless. They don't mimic a real draft room. All the ADP is Fugazi in there. I think it's a waste of time. So Dameon Pierce gone, Evans gone. Pierce gone, Evans gone, White, Akers. I think we're pretty much caught up. I have a couple guys that I like here. We have some rookie wide receivers. We have some falling running backs as well that I would very much be in play to take. What else in here? What else in here? I feel like I've said the format a billion times. Bennett's hitting me with an ew, your team. How do waivers work in this? Do you get fab? Yeah, you have a certain amount of budget the entire year. Damn, Kevin, I didn't see Kenneth Walker when. For some reason, I thought he was still on the board. All right, Dobbins is going to be a very strong point of contention here if he makes it back to us. It's going to be really what I'm eyeing down, and I have no problem speaking freely because I don't think we have anybody that's actually watching this stream, and if we do, whatever. But JSN, Dobbins, and Jordan Addison are the 3 names I have in mind right now. I'm curious how you guys would order them. Again, JSN, Dobbins, Addison. And there goes Kamara. In terms of ADP, Dobbins is a mid-6th. JSN is a late 7th. And Addison is an early 8th. I think I might just default to the way that ADP has that, to be honest. We got Angel in here. What's going on, brother? Damn, so Dobbins goes anyways. We were looking at Dobbins. That's what we wanted. Now can we get one of the 2 rookie wide receivers to come back? I do have a feeling that's 6 and 7 after taking combined 3 wide receivers through 12 picks between the 2 of them. Probably have to piss some yellow. But let's see. Oh, my God. There it is, fellas. James Cook over some really enticing... Oh! Man. I wanted JSN there. I hate to do that to your eardrums, but I wanted JSN there. But Jordan Addison's probably a fine consolation prize, though. Like, I'm looking through. Nothing else really stands out to me. Like, you can make the case that, like, I should really be thinking about running back right now. Nah. Let's do Jordan Addison. 7th round Jordan Addison's pretty sexy. You have to get him, like, 6th round on NFC. So we now have wide receivers 1, 2, 3 through the flex plus 1. Things are looking good. I like that Addison pick. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I had 3 guys I liked there. They made the decision for me, essentially. If Dobbins was there, I would have taken a running back. I know it seems like, you know, Brown, you're being an idiot, like, take running backs, but I don't feel a ton of pressure. Like, we took Eckler in the 1st round, man. I'm willing to push. Like, we're gonna just throw darts at RB2 here from, like, rounds like 8 through 12, and really hammer those home. So we'll see. A lot of people ask me this question, Ron. Counting all leagues, all formats, do you have a winning season in 2022? I actually made a video doing that exact thing. It's called, like, me reviewing my 2022 teams, and yes, we had a very nice, profitable year last year. Man, I literally can't even keep up with the chat, dude. I literally can't even keep up. Yeah, Team 7's been murdering me. Team 7's been absolutely murdering me. God. I know, he's been sniping me all day, this Keith. I'd like to have a word with him. See what's going through his head. He needed an RB. We took RB in the 1st round, and I'm going to punt RB2. I'm going to punt RB2. Again, if Dobbins made it back to us, he was the pick. But I'm not taking Swift or Dalvin Cook in the 7th round over Jordan Addison. I just can't. Just can't do it. And you guys can watch. We're going to go probably like 6 wide receivers in the first 10 rounds, and then that literally might be it. Like, we're going to hammer we're going to hammer the running back profiles once the wide receivers that I like are gone, is really what it comes down to. So there goes Sky. Dalvin's gone. Sky's gone. Dalvin's gone. Michael Thomas gone. Where does David Montgomery? So David Montgomery's a 6th round pick. If Montgomery makes it to us here, I might take him. Montgomery's a 6th round pick. Nothing else ADP-wise jumps out at me as guys that I must draft here. Quentin Johnson, where's he going in these? He's a 9th round pick, so we don't really even have to do that. Jahan Dotson, he is still on the board. So Jahan Dotson's a guy I'll be looking at. Pacheco, Ayuk, Deontay, Mike Dubb. Just looking through ADP right now. So Jahan Dotson's the only 6th round wide or 7th round wide receiver available. Dude, are we really going to have to take David Montgomery? Fellas, I think that this is going to have to be David Montgomery. David Montgomery in this format is he goes at the 701. We're about to have the rights to take him at the 805. What? Anybody have some David Montgomery takes to talk me off of this pick? Because I can take Jahan Dotson, and I'd be fine with that, but I think we're going to like the wide receivers to make it back to us. I think we're going to like I think I'm going to be able to have my choice of, like, Quentin Johnston, Elijah Moore, and there goes David Montgomery. We're getting sniped left and right, but I'm kind of fine to get sniped on David Montgomery there. So this probably has to be wide receiver then. I mean, Yeah, I'm not taking QB at this point yet. Mike Will is not on the board, my brother. So I think this is going to be Jahan Dotson. I don't really even like Jahan Dotson, but he goes in like the 7th round in these. Like, there's a chance Quentin Johnson makes it back to us. I don't think I have a Jahan Dotson team just yet. So yeah, let's go Jahan Dotson. And now we're at 6 wide receivers through 8 rounds. And I don't feel a ton of pressure to really add much from here. I know you guys are going to be like, damn, like, this is crazy. Like, you're drafting so many wide receivers. I can start 4 at a time. I'm always very fine, you know, being overstacked at wide receiver. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, this isn't necessarily, like, the Week 17 correlation does matter in these because it is a 3-week sprint at the end in terms of the playoffs. Damn, Henry's going to kill me. I wish I had looked at the bye week of Jahan Dotson and Addison. They're both at buys Week 13 and Week 14. Which isn't terrible. In theory, I wouldn't have to start them, right? It would be Ayuk, Debo, Metcalf, whatever. Like, they're not my starting wide receivers, but maybe that should have been a tiebreaker that I should have taken, like, Elijah Moore for. I don't know. Yeah, it's 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, 2 running back in this league. Curious what you think about that, Henry. Maybe that should have been Elijah Moore as a tiebreaker with Jahan Dotson, just because he doesn't have the Week 14 bye. And then we also would have had the opportunity to stack Elijah Moore with Deshaun Watson in the 9th round. Maybe that was the play. I'm not sure. Why does Week 13 and Week 14 matter? That's the playoff weeks in this league, which kind of sucks. That's why I don't love the FFPC. What am I trying to say? Yeah, so your original 12-man league, the playoffs are Week 13, 14 to get you to that tournament playoffs from Weeks 15 through 17. So you could really get screwed over Week 13, 14 if you take like an early player with bye Week 13 or 14. Yeah, Watson's not coming back to me. I'm not too worried about it as well. We're probably going to double tap QB. Do we have any stat? I mean, we have like Geno set up. We have like Aaron Rodgers set up. I'm very much interested in Anthony Richardson at some point. You could have talked me into taking Antonio Gibson over Jahan Dotson there, but it just didn't feel like the play. It just didn't feel like the play. Yeah, no Buffalo or Minnesota. I think Ravens is Week 13 as well. Yeah, Ravens is Week 13. Bills Week 13. It's an interesting twist I don't like. Josh Jacobs Week 13. It's why it's why I'm going to have I'm probably only going to end up with like 3 FFPC teams, maybe like 4. I think I'll probably do 3 350s. And then I think me, Jacob, and a buddy of ours are planning to do a main event on there. So I'll probably have like 4 teams on FFPC and like 12 on NFFC is probably where I end up with my high stakes stuff. The rake is pretty bad on this site, but you also can't beat $1 million up top. That's a pretty crazy first overall prize, even if it's pretty damn unlikely. I feel like Njoku shouldn't be available right now. Man, still yet to get A-Chain and get to a spot where I'd like to draft him. I have some running backs Ryan up here. We're definitely just going to throw a lot of picks at running back now. Yeah, I don't know why Stevenson went 112. I don't co-sign that pick at all. Yeah, I agree. I don't love FPC either. I don't love it either. It was really kind of a last-second thing that I decided to do for tonight. And I just want to get exposed to a different draft room as well. Yeah, I agree. If Njoku makes it here, I want to see what Njoku's... Yeah, he's an 8th round pick Njoku, so that's actually not that crazy. Man, I was hoping for Dylan. Was hoping for Dylan. Man, all the running backs are getting sucked up right now. Brian Robinson gone. In terms of wide receivers, we have Quentin Johnson gone, Elijah Moore gone, Gabe Davis gone. We have Burks gone. I think Brandon Cooks is still hanging around. Zay Flowers is still hanging around. Deshaun Watson is still hanging around. So do we really think Njoku's the pick here? It should be Njoku, but I also should probably take a freaking running back. So Henry, you were so right, dude. So do we punt running back once more and grab Njoku? I'm not that stoked about Njoku now that Deshaun's not really in the cards. I don't think I'm going to go Njoku. I think this just has to be a running back, fellas. I think it just has to be a running back. Dalvin Cook's already gone. We are just going to take... We're going to take Khalil Herbert here. Oh my goodness. Who did it take from me? Oh, fucking A, dude. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. We're going to go P. Ryan here. I think we're going to get this solved, though. I had to hit the backseat. Herbert was, of course, off the board. Please give me the backseat. Grant me my backseat, please. Please grant me my backseat. Please grant me my backseat, please. Woo! Give me a fucking P ride, dude. Dude, look, P Ryan's not the sexy pick there. I know. He's not the sexy pick there, P Ryan. But I think he's kind of perfect for us. He's kind of perfect for this team, dude. We'll throw him in as RB2 in week 1. And he'll be fine. He'll be good to go. Man, Khalil Herbert was so funny. I don't know why I wasn't aware that he was picked. Holy shit, that was bad. Yeah, I got him. I'm a seasoned veteran now of the backsies. I'm a seasoned veteran. Last year I got cheesed on it. I know that you now have to you have to press the commish button and they fix it for you. Trust that Njoku was in the mix for me. He was in the mix for me, but I didn't really see the need to go tight end. We already invested in Pitts. I think it just had to be a running back no matter what. That was my thought process. Sharp was in the mix, but I wanted somebody P. Ryan's is somebody we can start week 1, you know? Like, again, P. Ryan is not sexy. Like, nobody's going to get crazy about him. I did nearly take Kaloshakur. That nearly did happen. Look, fellas, I'm a seasoned veteran when it comes to these now. I've been finessed on the backsies before. I've missed the backsies. We know how to take the backsies, all right? I don't do it often. I often make fun of people who use the backsies, but it just had to happen. We weren't going to go naked Dak Prescott. That just wasn't how this was going to happen. Should we start considering Tua yet? I don't think so. I think round 11 is where I'll be eyeing up QB. I think we want one more running back, though. It's going to be so freaking tough to pass on Rashad Bateman. Man, Rashad Bateman has an 11th round ADP in these. Okay, so we won't touch him. This for me is probably Charbonnet or Damian Harris. It's going to be Charbonnet if he gets to us. There goes Zay. Let's go Charb. Please don't take him. If he takes Charbonnet, we're going to go Damian Harris is kind of what I've decided here. Let's see. And there goes Kirk Cousins. All right, so let's go Charb. Let's go Charbonnet. He's kind of like the anti P. Ryan, where he's more of like a late season hammer guy. But that's fun. I think we're doing all right here. We're gonna just trust. We're gonna hammer the hell out of running back. I probably should set my queue. I should. I know. Yeah, Kaloshakur was very much in the mix. I don't know why I thought Khalil Herbert was not in there. Man, a backseat. The people who have been drafting this since last season, man, Team 7 is crushing this draft right now. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Team 7 is very much crushing this draft. He goes Bateman, Deshaun. Every step of the way, he's drafted players that I probably would have taken in his shoes. Yeah, that's not great. Team 7's team is nice. God damn it. I hate that I even have to admit that, but it is what it is. So there goes Kincaid. So I'm thinking, yeah, so there goes Bateman. God damn. This guy's building a nice team. Yeah, Team 7 is goated, bro. He's literally stream sniping me. This is what we got right now in terms of like highest on ADP. Let's start some shit. Why not? Definitely thinking through Harris, Tua, A-Rich, Elijah Mitchell. So probably my top of the list guys right now. And we'll put... Did I not click on Tua? Okay. So yeah, Damian Harris, Tua, Elijah Mitchell, A-Rich are probably the guys we're looking at right now. Man, that was close, huh? Man, that was close, huh? Yeah, no, he's probably just sharp. I don't think he, I don't think he's listening or watching. I'd be pretty shocked. I'd be pretty shocked. But if he is, I mean, more power to him. Nothing but respect from me, brother. Yeah, Odell Beckham is the first Ravens wide receiver off the board. Feels pretty crazy, right? That happened. Did that happen? Or was I seeing things? Nope, that happened. 9th round Odell Beckham ahead of Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. Team 6 has 3 tight ends. 3 tight ends is kind of like multiple tight ends is a viable strategy in this. It is a tight end premium. So you can definitely really ham it up at tight end. You can start like you could start 3 tight ends in a given week in this format because there's 2 flex spots. So Harris off the board. Man, I would have liked Harris on the way back. There goes Dolchich. I should probably start worrying about a backup tight end here in a second. But I don't feel a ton of pressure to either. I kind of want to take some of the rookies like Mayer and any of those guys that go pretty late. If I crossed off Jalen Warren, nope. There goes Jamison Williams. I don't feel a need to take many more wide receivers. I'll be honest. Oh, there goes Richardson. I would have really liked Richardson on the way back. Man, I would have really liked Richardson on the way back. Yeah, exactly. Team 7, I don't think he's watching the stream. And even if he is, like, that's very much, you know, allowed. But yeah, he's probably just a sharp drafter. He probably just has the Ron Stewart cheat sheet on Patreon. Elijah Mitchell goes. Just say, how do we feel about this draft so far? I'm not crazy about it. I think we're doing okay considering how we started and how things looked right now. There goes Roshan. I think this... If he gets back to us, I think we probably take Tua. Tua's usually a 10th rounder in this. Should we try and push him again? Every one of these teams have QBs, but I don't really trust them. I don't really trust them. What do we think? Because, like, the highest rated running backs on my board right now are pretty much, like, Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller, Tank Bigsby is what we're looking at. Running backs I can take here are Tank Bigsby, Algier Warren. I think it probably has to be Tua, though. He goes Tank Bigsby anyways. Great. All right, so this is going to be Tua. All right, I'm just looking through, making sure that we're not doing something dumb here. Yeah, let's go Tua and see what makes it back to us. I don't really even like Tua, but I think he makes sense here. We'll probably take another upside QB. I don't really know who we'll target. I think Rodgers is interesting. I do think Daniel Jones is interesting. We could just double tap and go Daniel Jones if we want to on the way back. Daniel Jones is a 12th round pick. Okay. This guy, Andrew Idahosa, is apparently Keith, and he's in here. What's going on, brother? You've been sniping me every second of this draft. Any value in holding for Purdy? I don't think so. I think Purdy's pretty damn far. Said Okonkwo is still there. Yeah, I don't really love Okonkwo, though. Yeah, I mean, Purdy could be our QB2. I'm open to it. Where does Kadarius Toney been going? Kadarius Toney's ADP is 8th round the last 3 days, and I think he's still around, or... Oh, I missed him. I don't know what I'm talking about. Zamir White and Cole Kmet there is interesting. Kmet is an interesting pick there. Wouldn't be me. There goes Okonkwo. There goes Rodgers. Yes, whoever said Geno Smith team was taking another QB, you were indeed correct. That probably is Tua if it wasn't Rodgers. So there goes Rodgers. Kirk Cousins. No, Kirk Cousins is gone. I've been slacking with keeping up with these. This is not good. This is how we get in trouble. Kendre Miller still out there. Daniel Jones still out there. This buddy just linked the live to me. So there goes Rondale Moore, Irv Smith. Man, oh man. There goes Algier. There goes Zeke. All right, so we're going to take Kendre Miller. Running backs are really flying off the board. It's scaring me. I would have been fine taking like a Daniel Jones or something here, but I think this has to be... We've now... The Staper metrics are in. We've taken Kendre Miller in every single one of these high-stakes drafts so far, and I'm going to keep doing it. He shouldn't be a 12th round pick. He shouldn't be going after Roshan. He shouldn't be going after Zamir White and Ezekiel Elliott. But yeah, Kendre Miller, the pick there. Again, we're just gonna be throwing darts at this RB2 spot all year long, trying to stream it. We'll see how it goes. I like throwing some rookie upside at him, or at the position as well. Nico Collins off the board? Yeah, he is. I don't know why I'm all over the place with checking things off here. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to talking with the chat and stuff, but let me just make sure we are somewhat up to date here. I feel like I'm losing track of who's available right now. That's how we almost slipped up and took Khalil Shakur or Dak Prescott unstacked earlier. So Zeke Elliott is gone. That feels like such an early Zeke Elliott pick, but hey, it's a free country, man. Rondale's a pretty good pick there. Rodgers, Okonkwo, Zamir White. Kobe Myers is still available. DJ's available. Russ, Singletary, Everett go. Singletary. All right, there that is. Myers goes. Okay, so I think we're semi up to date. I got to start puking green soon. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Puking green with a mix of blood in there is kind of what we've been on. So there goes Spears. Yeah, running back's been flying off the board. Thankfully, we have some more available that I'm fine just throwing darts at. Let's X out of that real quick. Saying Fournette. Yeah, Team 7's team does look good. It does look good. I'll give him that. I will give him that. I'm probably Tyreek over Kupp these days. Yeah, exactly. I like that him and I like that Kendre Miller and P. Ryan kind of skew to early season production. Yeah, CH very much a favorite to get on this team. That is a fact. That is a fact. Everybody knows it. I can't hide from it. It just is what it is. You said, I finished 8th overall in RTS last year, and I took CMC in my first, and my next RB was like 10th round. Rashad White. Foreman was my savior midseason. Your backs are better than mine. We'd love to hear that, man. That's interesting, dude. I get chirped all the time. My best team last year, I took Eckler round 1, and then I didn't take a running back until like Jacobs in round 8 or 9, and that team absolutely crushed. You just have to take your swing. You can punt off RB2. You really can. If you're active on waivers and married to the game like I am. Look, if you're not married to the game, just say that. If you're not married to the game, just say that, folks. Yeah, I like Mayer too. I wonder where Mayer goes in these. Mayer is a... Wow, he goes late in these. He goes round 16 in this format. We have Conklin gone. Yeah, you're going to see tight ends fly off the board again. This is tight end premium, so 1.5 PPR on the tight ends here. 13th round Tyler Boyd feels pretty late for him. Mims and Mingo still around? They are. Not that I would take either of them, but... I don't even have Juwan Johnson. Or yes, I do. Juwan Johnson. I'm trying to look through. There goes Mooney. Mims and Mingo are the only two wide receivers that I would like debate taking from here. So there goes Mingo. Our stream sniper. Yeah, I think... man, I think the play here... is Dimes around after his ADP. We're going to go Daniel Jones here, I think. Like, there's definitely some running backs I would like. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do Daniel Jones. Mims makes it back to us. We'll take him. But yeah, Daniel Jones is my highest ranked player there. We are pretty weak at quarterback with Tua, but I think Tua and DJ is good enough that, you know, it's a two quarterback room that I think is perfect. Now we're pretty much we're done at QB now. There goes Jeff Wilson. That's a great pick. Yeah, exactly. We can get like a late Hyatt if we want something among those lines. And if he's unstacked, doesn't really we don't really need him to be stacked just because he relies so much on scrambling, and a lot of his counterparts are going to be kind of random. But I do like Hyatt. People say I butcher Hyatt's name as well, which if I do, sorry. When does Mims go? Mims is ADP right now. $14th round. I think I probably, I would debate Mims if he got back to us, but I also think that this probably just has to be highest ranked running back no matter what, if I'm being honest with you. And if we take another wide receiver, I'm fine taking like a Hodgins or Hyatt. Let me see what their ADPs are at this point. Hodgins is a 14th, and Hyatt is a 17th. Okay, so we can wait a little bit. Yeah, this next pick has to be a running back. Daniel Jones was a little bit of a luxury pick, but I think it was the play. After him, I really don't know what I would have done at QB. Like, Purdy, I guess, is in the mix, but that feels pretty damn shaky. Wow, this guy just double-tapped the defense. The 12 spot is off his hole. There goes Goff. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the QB room, but I think it works. Yeah, this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be Mostert for me. Yeah, let's go Mostert. I think Fournette's interesting, but I'm gonna pass for now. Mims isn't making it back to us, but we really don't. We can't take another wide receiver here. Fournette's interesting, and he's in the mix for sure, but let's go Mostert. Kind of a boring pick, but I'm fine with it. Thoughts on Sky Moore? I'll always buy into a year 2 jump. So he's sort of fine by me. Nothing too crazy, but you know, second year breakout attached to Mahomes is a pretty good what am I trying to say? There's a free KC Detroit game. You know we're finessing that, yeah. So Team 7 goes Marvin Mims, dude. Team 7's literally a stream sniper. But respect, man. That's a good-looking team. Mims was the pick there. He was. I knew he wasn't making it past Team 7, Mims. But I just don't think we could have afforded to take another wide receiver. We just couldn't. Yeah, we do get some Tua correlation. Good call on that. So free look now on all the main sites. Yeah. I assume that's because they want Let's assume because they want the what am I trying to say? There's a lot of entries that happen after the Thursday game. I don't know why that took forever for me to get out into words, but you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. One defense in the 14th, fine, but double tapping defense there is very weird. I like Nico Collins as a third-year breakout. Yeah, I do think Team 7 has to be a guy who knows what I'm doing. Like, respect, man. He could just be, again, he could just be a good drafter. Like, that's completely the range of outcomes. That this guy just knows what he's doing. You know, is in underdog rooms. Is using rankings similar to my rankings below. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. That's what that, like, running thing is across the bottom here. It's in the live chat, description, comment section down below. Rankings update, fresh off the press. Top 200 cheat sheet that I'm literally crossing off on my second screen here. It is the sheet that I'll be taking into every single one of my drafts this offseason. I'll be taking it into my home league draft as well. I might just print it out when I bring it there. But, yeah, it's a Google sheet. You can print it out. It's amazing. I have my, like, draft value tiers as well. So, who do we just take? Raheem Mostert. I have Raheem Mostert listed as a 13th round value. We just got him in the 14th round, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So Jerome Ford gone, Jeff Wilson gone, Mostert gone. Our next highest ranked running backs here are Kenneth Gainwell, Chuba Hubbard. We definitely need to take some tight ends too. It's pretty important not to be too thin at tight end in this format. So I think we definitely have some ideas here. Personally, not a big fan of Pacheco this year. He's pretty fragile in terms of projection. He's just like a between the tackles grinder, which is fine. But once you start pushing him up, I mean, where did he go in this draft? 8th round, early 8th. It's tough. Yeah, I like Mims as well. Mims is a guy that I can't stop talking about. Wow, we're saying Michael Wilson's a top 2 wide receiver in this class. I don't know about that one, brother. I do not know about that one, brother. So I'm correct in saying, so Gainwell hasn't gone yet. Or there he goes. Fournette has gone. Do we have any interest in Chase Brown at this point? There goes Hodgins. Okay, it's time to start looking at the other guys I'd like here. So I'm going to highlight some guys on my rankings just to because I'm scared to put players in the queue now. This guy knows my every move. But I'm looking. So we definitely we probably have to end up with like 3 tight ends. So what do we have left? We have it seems like I think in FFPC, fellas, I think in FFPC you don't have to get a kicker in defense. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I can draft no kicker in defense in this league if I wanted to. Let me see. I want to check out Jakob did one of these drafts recently. I'm curious if him and his buddy took a defense and kicker in it. I was debating having Jakob on for tonight, but I was like, wanted something a little intimate with you guys. He did take defense kicker with his last 2 picks, huh? Yeah, I probably should take defense kicker my last 2 picks. I will. So we have how many picks left? So kicker and defense, 19, 20. They might even force you as well. So 1, 2, 1. We have 4 picks to go here. I think we'll go like, I think we'll go 4 picks to go. Probably 2 more running backs, a tight end, and a wide receiver is what I'm thinking here. Yeah, Chase Brown is interesting with what's his name going down. Yeah, you guys are telling me kicker and defense. Yeah, you guys are right. You guys are right. We'll take one at the end. So I'm looking through like running backs, ADP. Laporta is gone. Damn, Hubbard would have been fun. Hubbard would have been fun. There goes Kyler. Man, Team 7 is on it today. I'll give him that. Team 7 is on it today. I'll give him that. Let's see. All right, we're going to go... we are going to go with Chase Brown. He is, like, the only guy that's, like... He's a 14th round pick right now. Yeah, 14th round pick. We get him, like, a round past ADP. He's a fun upside swing. I'm cool with that. What color is kicker? I think it's orange. I think orange is kicker. Joking aside, you should take some Chiefs for the free look. No, you're right. You're right. CEH is probably going to be on this squad. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. CEH is probably going to be on this squad. Irv is already gone, I believe. You're saying Team 12's taking Tucker? I think he probably is as well. Will he double tap? Any thoughts on Cedric Tillman? Probably not relevant in redraft leagues, but in Dynasty, I think he is a fun flyer, big physical profile, all of that stuff. Let's see if he takes one here, Henry. We got a super chat. He doesn't take one. He double taps defenses, but he does not take Tucker there, sitting in his lap. Tucker's ADP is 14th round, which is actually pretty interesting. But you said, from Julian Connor, tight end premium league, 0.5 to 1, where should Kelsey go? In that format, Kelsey, to me, is probably 103 or 104. I have him definitely behind Chase and Jefferson. It gets close for me between Tyreek, Kupp, and Kelsey there. There goes Michael Gallup. All right, this is going to be so I have Jaden Reed much higher than Jalen Hyatt, and I think Jalen Hyatt won't be available at this next pick. So we're just going to take him. We'll take him. We'll get the stack in. Jalen Hyatt it is, 16th round. People are saying Tucker. Maybe I should have gone Tucker there. My buddies are telling me that some TikTok account, I think Prediction Strike on TikTok, used my like a video of mine or something I've done. I don't know, maybe a tweet. Can't really remember. But that's always cool. Yeah, I don't know. What else we got in here? You think Foreman will be the RB1 in Chicago? Probably not. Probably not. My guess would be Khalil Herbert. Deion Jackson, I like that. Yep, Tucker's gone. Tucker's gone. Could make the case that Tucker would have been a good pick. I'm telling you, Hyatt wasn't making it back to me, though. And I really wanted that sort of one-off stack for Daniel Jones. We have 2 more picks to make. I think one has to be tight end and another has to be running back here. How many running backs do we have? We have Eckler, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs right now. Yeah. How'd the other teams fare that took, like... Okay, so this Freiermuth team hasn't taken another one yet. All right, I got some ideas. For anybody that is just tuning in, the team is, from the 8 spot, Eckler, Garrett Wilson, DK Metcalf, Deebo Samuel, Kyle Pitts, Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Addison, Jahan Dotson, Samaje Perine, Zach Charbonnet, Tua Tagovailoa, Kendre Miller, Daniel Jones, Raheem Mostert, Chase Brown, Jalen Hyatt. Butchering names the entire time. How do we feel about this team so far, fellas? It's not my favorite team of the offseason, I'll give you that. Tight end premium, it's fun to have Kyle Pitts there. I really don't know what we could have done better early on. Slaybot, 7 and 9 just absolutely took us for a ride here. Sniped on Kupp, sniped on Bijan, sniped on Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this Wilson pick could have been Pollard, and we could have just hammered another wide receiver here, like a Rashad Bateman, and just neglected wide receiver or running back a little bit more in a double hero RB build, but it didn't feel necessary. Could have made the case that was the play, but Garrett Wilson's been a guy who's been going so early. Like, I've been seeing him go like 201, 112. I can't personally take him here or there. 205 is like the earliest I can justify Garrett Wilson in my rankings. He was there. It was kind of the golden opportunity. Could have made the case for Bijan over Eckler, but I was right in saying, like, I don't want to take Bijan at 8 every time. I have Bijan at 106, but I don't want to take him at 8 every time because there's going to be a lot of rooms where he ends up at 11, 12. There's going to be a lot of rooms where that happens. He fell to 204 here. I've seen him several times go like 10, 11, 12. So if Eckler's on the board, I was fine taking Eckler. But I have to be honest, if I end up with like, 15 to 20 teams, like high-stakes redraft managed, I'd prefer to have it. I prefer to be at market or below market on Eckler. I'm not high on him at all. He's just somebody at the 8 spot I'm fine taking. Not crazy about it. He's like my 7th ranked player. Solid team, especially considering drafting next to Team 7. Yeah, it's such a freaking bummer that he's murdered me the entire time. And again, I have no ill will towards him. He just drafted a good team. I don't really care. Do any of these players make sense? Should we take a upside pick on like a Hayden or a Trey McBride here? Damn, Clyde Edwards-Helaire goes off the board. Ferguson's gone. Man, I would have loved Michael Mayer if he got back to us. That was the pick there. Running backs available. Is it just Ty Chandler time? Yeah, let's just take Ty Chandler. I'm fine taking him here. Or actually, let's chill on that. Let's chill on that and go with... Man, I was debating Deneric Prince, and he was surely off the board there. Yeah. So Ty Chandler it was. McBride just went off the board. I don't feel strongly about any of those tight ends, so I was fine punting tight end for another round. I don't feel strongly between McBride or any of the guys that are available there. Like, I'd probably just take highest based off of ADP. So that guy took McBride. I'm not crazy about Isaiah Likely. Like, I guess I would take a Hayden Hurst. Hunter Henry around? No, Hunter Henry's not around. Like, if Hurst makes it back to us, I'll take Hurst. If not, I actually don't mind. Musgrave has been getting a lot of hype. Musgrave could be a really fun pick. Does he even get drafted in these, though? He does. He goes right around 18. Okay. So what do you guys think between Luke Musgrave, Hayden Hurst, and Isaiah Likely is what we're looking at here? I kind of do. Luke Musgrave's been getting a ton of hype. Maybe Luke Musgrave is like an upside swing. Could be fun here. I'm not sure. Hayden Hurst kind of like the high floor play here. It's close between the two of them for me. Yeah, it might be a Hayden Hurst thing. I hate to say it. Curious if you guys have a lean. Some people are saying Kate Otten. I'm not a big Kate Otten guy. Irv Smith already gone. So tapping in late, but I'll definitely rewatch for the content and algorithm. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. People are saying Musgrave. People are saying Likely. Actually, Likely's so tough for me, man. Like you're betting on an Andrews injuries. I have to think at least. Okay, so Likely goes anyways. There goes Josh Kelly. I think this just has to be Hayden Hurst. I like Luke Musgrave, but Hayden Hurst is just like in tight end premium when it's like, you know, PPR driven, like catch driven for tight ends. I think it has to be Hurst here. I think it has to be Hurst. I'm trying to think through. Did we screw ourselves over with any of these like week 13, week 14 buys? Chandler, Hyatt. Yeah, I mean we have a good chunk, but not all that much. People are saying Jelani Woods. I just like Hayden Hurst. I think he's going to be startable on a weekly basis in this format. He's going to catch passes. I'm not crazy about him, don't get me wrong. People are saying Jelani Woods. I like Jelani Woods too. I have a lot of him in best ball. Like, Hurst is going to be pretty good in terms of just, like, catching passes and tight end premium is kind of the lean I was going. I am curious. Yeah, exactly. Musgrave, I like Musgrave. You can also find tight ends off of waivers. Oh, Brock? Yeah, I don't know where Brock is, but yeah, he does have a big prop bet on Jelani. I'm curious to see. Yeah, like Hayden Hurst. Wow. I was looking. Mike Clay actually has Jelani Woods projected ahead of my sweet baby Hayden Hurst. But Hayden Hurst in tight end premium would get pushed up. He has Hayden Hurst locked in for 50 catches, which is more than he has projected for anybody. Like, pretty much, he has him projected for the 14th most receptions, Mike Clay. If I filtered his projection for tight end premium, Hayden Hurst would come out as like a top 15 tight end play. Yeah. So I'm happy with that. If you want proof, here it is. But, like, I was looking at receptions for his tight end projections. Hayden Hurst across the bottom here. But Hayden Hurst has 50 catches as his projection. So, like, he's only a bad pick. He's only 24th. Like, 24th feels low. He's behind Jelani Woods, but it's because he's only got 2 touchdowns. But in tight end premium, when we get the boost not on touchdowns, but on receptions here, again, 50 receptions is only behind, like, it would push him all the way up here behind just Everett. Now, that doesn't close the gap from 2 to 4 touchdowns, but touchdowns are so random. I think Hurst is a really good play in a tight end premium league. Have you watched Ravens training camp? Interesting to see. The offense looks like entirely shotgun, no more pistol. I haven't watched any clips, but I've been banging the drum all offseason that Todd Monken would be great for that offense. Woods shares a bye with Pitts, which isn't the end of the world. Yeah. This is true. Good call there. 197 in the chat. Yeah, we're starting to slow down here. But I do appreciate everyone that came out. Been pretty sweet. But I keep Kenneth Walker in the 11th or Eckler in the 2nd. probably Kenneth Walker in the 11th, but it's tough. Yeah, leave a like for the boy. Helps the boy out a ton. You said you're a Bryce Young stan in general. A little worried about that offense. Yeah. Yeah, the offense is scary. It is. But I do like Hurst as a bet, just even in a bad offense, to be almost like a shitty version of like Dalton Schultz. Like just rack up a bunch of catches, be kind of the safety blanket for Bryce Young. I think it could work. I'm trying to think through. Should we have taken Njoku over P. Ryan there? I don't think so. I think P. Ryan really had to happen for us. Like I think round 9 we needed to start looking at tight end or running back, but maybe Njoku would have been cool there. Not quite sure. What does everybody think of the squad? I like it. It's not the greatest team I've ever drafted, but we were put in a really tough spot. Team 7 just absolutely murdered me across the board. Got sniped on Bijan at 205. But then we landed the plane all right. Is Washington defense around? I believe so. As long as Keith doesn't take it. And he's in here. He might have just heard me say that. So let's see it, bud. Take Jaguars defense. If Washington defense is around, we'll probably take them. Yeah, let's go Washington. I like my Jets defense, but they're playing the Bills in week 1, bro. Like, I'm good on that. Yeah, Kenneth Walker in the 11th lends itself to 0 RB. Like, that would be 0 RB. How can I convince my home league to get rid of kicker and defense? It's just a part of the game, brother. I honestly don't mind my home league having kicker defense. I know, like I know you can definitely go without it, but in your traditional home league with like your high school buddies and stuff, kicker defense is honestly fine. I'm thinking about doing the 0 RB. Yeah, you can do it with Kenneth Walker in the 11th. Like that's perfect for you. 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'd probably be in the same boat. Like it's like a B+ to me. It's a B+. What do we think of this draft on a F to A+ scale from the 8 spot? Again, full PPR, tight end premium, so tight ends get 1.5 PPR. It is 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receiver, a tight end, 2 flex, defense kicker, 10 bench spots. So our starting lineup is like Eckler, P. Ryan week 1, Kyle Pitts at tight end, Wilson, Metcalf, Debo, Ayuk, Tua at QB. Probably B+ for me, which I'm fine with. Would have been nice. Like I really wanted to. I really wanted to hop into one of these FFPC rooms because I just wanted to get a different look than what we've been getting in NFFC. But we didn't get as much screaming value as I thought we could have. You know. Like none of these picks. Like Debo in the 4th and Kyle Pitts in the 5th. I think were pretty good. The wide receiver values were good. In the dead zone. But because of that, maybe I should have leaned into a double hero up top. See, I'm not sure. Still sort of getting a feel for the draft room. We'll probably do like 2 more of these, like 350s at this point. Because they give you, let's go with the San Fran kicker. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm down to go with the San Fran kicker just because we have so much San Fran. So why not? Who do they play week 1? 49ers as well. They play... I don't know. But let's take Jake Moody. I don't really have a take about Jake Moody, but 49ers should score. We have a ton of 49ers on this team. There goes Luke Musgrave to Team 7. Shocker. What was I going to say? I had something that I wanted to say. I'm not sure. Debo at the 4th, is that his ADP? His ADP is like 401 in this format, but on Underdog, he's like a mid-3rd. Or like late 3rd. You said we got super chat from John DeRosa. Hey, Ron, I was offered Devontae Adams and Bigsby for Rashad White. Oh, my God. Yes. Sprint and press accept, brother. But, wow, you said Moody went to your high school? That's dope. With Garrett Wilson kept in the 8th, would you double tap RB at 109 and 204? I would honestly just take the best players available. I know that sounds really dumb, but I wouldn't force anything because of a keeper. Like, a keeper you just want as like a luxury, add-on. You don't want to form your entire draft around it. Now, that's going to do it for us today. Again, that was an FFPC $350 team, redraft managed league. It is not best ball. We are setting lineups in that league. We'll be keeping up with it as we go, but make sure we drafted off of, or make sure you check out patreon.com/Ron Stewart. We drafted off of the rankings here. I have a little cheat sheet where you can cross off of every single player. I have my top 200 PPR and half PPR rankings live on the Patreon. On top of that, you get my weekly waiver wire article. You get my weekly rankings. We have a Patreon-only start-sit stream every Sunday morning to get your lineups right for your matchups. And I have my rest of season rankings on there. With that, Dynasty rankings, prospect models, subscriber leagues, one-on-one advice, it's all there on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. So make sure you check it out. I had something else to add as well. Oh, yeah, 2 things. We're going to be doing subscriber leagues very soon. So make sure you get on the Patreon if you want to be in leagues with me. We're probably going to do another tournament. We did it last year. We had like 4 leagues meet together for the playoffs on Sleeper. We'll probably do something similar. We'll probably do that again this year. So I don't know how much interest we'll have. Maybe it'll be like 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 leagues that kind of come together for like a Ron Stewart Patreon tournament. And then also, we're at like 500 something patrons right now. If we hit 1,000, I will pick a random patron to hop on a stream with me, and we will draft a silver bullet together. That's an NFFC team. That's $1,000. I will stake the entire buy-in free of charge to the random patron that I pick, and we'll draft a team. And whatever it wins, we'll split the money half and half. So that should be really fun. As always, I love you guys. Thank you for coming out. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.